Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. I'm about to video title. You know what this video is about. We're discussing some AEW Dynamite, review of the show. Pretty good show. It started off with Kenny Omega beating up Blake Christian pretty fast. In that match, then we see Mike Bailey confront Kenny Omega after that match, and Ricochet do a promo via satellite after that match as well too. So we're seeing, of course, Ricochet versus Mike Bailey versus Omega. As you guys know, last week Mike Bailey and Ricochet both got the pin victory, so they both won technically. So they both go to fight Kenny Omega Dynasty for the International Championship in a triple threat match. So we'll see exactly who will come out on top in that match right there, a three-way match. And then we also see, of course, Swerve and Heyman Page confront each other. We haven't seen them two confront each other in a while like that. Remember, Heyman Page said that he would do anything to keep Swerve from winning the championship. He's still holding on to that narrative a little bit and holding on to that the thing he said like that as a note. Like he mentioned it last week, and he mentioned it this week a little bit too, and Swerve confronted him, and they had a little bout, a little shouting and stuff, of course. And as you guys know, those two guys have been battling with each other for a long time. They're like the Goku and Vegeta right here. They're like them. They're like them or something like that. They've been battling each other for a long time. They're been going out there and just doing amazing things, of course. In those matches they had, the Texas Death matches, the Lights Out matches, the regular matches as well. So we could possibly see maybe Heyman Page winning this Owen Hart Cup tournament and main eventing All In versus his ultimate rival, Swerve Strickland. That'd be very interesting to see. So a lot of things and possibilities can happen. We got to see if Swerve win this championship versus Moxley. Him and Willow Nightingale will have a mixed tag match next week versus Marina and John Moxley. So that should be interesting to see too. But the storyline is kind of building up and heating up a lot. We did see MJF, of course, as well. He made his decision. He said he wanted to join the Hurt Syndicate, but Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin came out there and had different plans. Bobby Lashley came out there, got the card, ripped it up, and told MJF to get the ring and stuff like that, and basically kind of declined it a little bit. MVP was like, hold on, we're going to get things situated a little bit. So we could possibly see maybe MJF maybe get into Hurt Syndicate maybe, or maybe see a feud between Bobby Lashley and MJF, so other things happen. That'd be very interesting to see like that. But the storyline is kind of getting very intriguing to seeing how it kind of goes and lead to. We did see some cool matches, of course, as well. From Kyle Fletcher and Brody King, a pretty good match. Mark Briscoe and Kazuchika Takeshita, a good match as well. And then, of course, the main event. The main event was very cool as well. We see Megan Bang pick up another big victory in the main event. Last week, defeating Chris Statlander, and this week, pinning Toni Storm in the main event. Her and Penelope Ford picking up a big-time victory in the main event versus Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. So we're going to see what happens. I think Dynasty is in like 2 weeks away. They said 1 week from Sunday. So we'll see how things kind of mix up. We will be seeing Kevin Knight and Jay White go at it. Kevin Knight, I know he's a free agent. I don't know if he signed with AEW or not, but he will be on Collision going against Jay White. So that should be interesting to see. I say Mercedes Moné will be in action as well on Collision as well. And some other things happening. And then hit that big horse slam dunk on Collision that happened on I think Saturday and Sunday. That they did very good for them and stuff as well. So I think things been heating up a lot in the whole wrestling world, in all different companies and stuff. And we're seeing, of course, Dynasty shaping out to be nice. Will Ospreay return next week? He probably talk about something. I don't know if he's gonna have a match for Dynasty or not, but he definitely declared to be in that of course Owen Hart Cup tournament. So we'll see how things kind of mixed up and how things kind of go fully, how everything happening. But it's getting some things mixed up. We got Megan Bang set to go against of course Toni Storm for the World Championship at Dynasty. We got Swerve and Moxley for the World Championship at Dynasty. I think we have the trios match because Samoa Joe, Shibata, and Hook. I thought they'd probably get the opportunity to fight for the trio championship. They still kind of winning and building their thing up a little bit, but we did see Rated FTR will get an opportunity. I think Dax Wheeler, somebody gonna turn on somebody like that. Something gonna happen like that. He's been a little shaky too. They might get into their head and mess with stuff up. But they're gonna be fighting for the trios championship versus the Death Riders against Pac, against Willa Yuta and Claudio. So that should be interesting to see how that goes as well. And we're seeing, of course, Kenny Omega versus Mike Bailey versus Ricochet in a triple threat match for the International Championship. The Hurt Syndicate got challenged by Cassidy, not Cassidy, Big Bill, like that. Big Bill and Brian Keith like that too as well. I don't know why Big Bill decided to go in a promo battle with MVP. And plus, if you do a promo battle, you can't. I feel like you can't go about that way. I do want to be a wrestler one day. And I always, from watching wrestling since I was a child, I always thought wrestling promos were like battle rapping. Like, you need to make sure you come with the right punchline, make sure you come with the right things, and kind of keep the crowd captivated a little bit when you're saying things. Like when MVP called them his bitches. Cassidy tried to say basically the same thing, like MVP, you the MVP of bitches. And it don't have the same effect. But somebody already said it once, it don't have the same effect. He should have maybe mixed it up a little bit and told MVP to shut his mouth and say, hey, you're not gonna be the one in that match. You're gonna be Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin fighting that match unless they need you to hold their hand to the ring and stuff. He should have said something similar or something else like that. I don't know. He could have said something. He could have mixed something up. He could have said MVP stands for man's very pussy or something. I don't know. He could have said something. He could have said something else, but he kind of let MVP just cook him on the mic and just get him. He kept trying to fire back with him, and MVP was just killing him on the mic. So I feel like wrestling promos are kind of like battle rapping. You know, you need to make sure you set up things like that. They say one thing, you need to make sure you can maybe flip some stuff, maybe like flipping their name, flipping a move, or making a reference to something they did or something, and adding it to the mix, and then going at it. I think I kind of look at promos. You look at some of the best promo people like Bret Hart. You look at the CM Punks, the Roddy Pipers, the John Cenas. You look at MJF, of course. Heyman Page is very good at cutting promos too. They're looking at different like guys throughout generations like that, the new school, old school, and everything like that. They always find a way to kind of flip the things you say and kind of put it back upon you and make references to things where everybody can get and stuff. So Big Bill got cooked on that mic. Brian Keith didn't say anything. He was like, hey, you know, exactly. I'm saying it on this mic, but Big Bill got cooked on the mic. But that's a story for a different time. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.